Today we play AMPHAROS. For 2 energy, AMPHAROS flips a coin. If heads, it deals 120 damage. If tails, it only deals 80 damage while also dealing 20 damage to itself. Because it has 150 HP, the 20 damage to itself isn't that big of an issue, but you definitely want to pair it with Will to guarantee the extra 40 damage when you really need it. 150 HP and 120 damage for 2 energy is pretty amazing, but this is still a 4-card combo, and as such, AMPHAROS really likes Silvally X to make sure you can play it fast and consistently, but also so you can ideally play 2 AMPHAROS in a single match as well. And because we're using Silvally X, I decided to double dip on the EVs with Jolteon for what I consider to be a pretty synergistic trio, with Jolteon for early game aggression, Sylveon for card draw, and AMPHAROS for raw damage. We can put a lot of pressure on opponents while forcing them to go through 3 non-EX Pokemon. And because AMPHAROS is quite bulky, it can often attack 2 times for a total of at least 200 damage. In today's deck, we combine Electric Tails to flip heads. Despite relying on a stage 2, the Sylveons really help with consistency here. However, I still found myself breaking in one way or another, as can happen with any stage 2 deck. But I think the bigger downside of this deck is how little deck space you really end up having after all of these Pokemon and then 2 wills. So the last card came down to Cyrus for me, but I'd consider X-Speed to be one of the best next cards, and while Oricorio can be great too, I found it to kinda get in the way of setting up the rest of our board here. But arguably, perhaps the biggest crime here is not including the fluffy pink sheep at all. Let me know what cards you change here and what other AMPHAROS decks have worked out for you. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing for more fun of meta decks. I also take deck requests. Is there any card you want to see played in Master Ball rank? Let me know in the comments and I'll build a deck around it. With that said, check this deck out in action and enjoy the games. Okay, going second against Darkrai Giratina. I can find a friend, use a Pokeball. Full board already. But that's such a silly red card. They don't even know like if I bricked or not. And now, yeah, thank you for the free research. Because I have the Cyrus, it's absolutely critical in this match. As long as I'm able to take out even just one, any one of these EXs, I might be able to win. There's an AMPHAROS. I would have actually liked the Jolteon here. Okay, they discard another. That should be all right, all in all. I already have the AMPHAROS ready. Sylveon to draw Jolteon, hopefully. Apparently, not even Sylveon needed there. Okay. Draw into draw, so pretty much undoing their silly red card and even their silver. And at this point, I'm more tempted to play the second Marip than I am to play to save space for a third EV. So I'll just do this. I'll start dealing some damage here. We do have the 2 wheels in the bottom 7 in here, so those would be really nice to have. And the Giratina with the Darkrai Pink can one-shot the AMPHAROS. So I may need to rely on a 50-50 already this turn. Just to try to prevent... Oh. I guess not needed anymore. Oh, I'm just gonna go for it. Because Giratina isn't ready to one-shot these AMPHAROS. So that should give me one free hit with the AMPHAROS on the next target, which sets it up for Cyrus, which is really important. So now with 6 cards left, I do still need that AMPHAROS and the Cyrus. Let's see. I'm not sure if I'm able to get them actually. So they put in a Darkrai with without energy, which means they have a leaf almost definitely. Right? It's kind of a very weird decision otherwise. So I'd say they almost definitely have. Interesting. That is also really good. Just gonna put the energy on Mareep and attack here. Heads is pretty good because now it's at 20. Even Sylveon can finish this off. They could have a Center Lady, but they need to use Leaf though. Do they have double potion and Leaf? Right, so maybe even that Giant Cape was a bit rushed. Because that Giant Cape would have been really good on that Darkrai now. So yeah, that's pretty clean victory. And that's game. Another wheel there. So my next Ampharos would have been ready soon enough, hopefully with that one more draw. If this was an Eevee, it would actually been really awesome as well, in case I couldn't finish the game here. Yeah, GG. Okay, going first against Oricorio. There's a Jolteon. Pokeball and Mareep. Double Mareep. Not kind of wanted to see the second Eevee, but alright. Let's try this. Can deal 60 damage to this Oricorio. There's a second Eevee, so that's really good. Now I can just top deck either Sylveon or a second research or an Ampharos. So there's like 5 really great cards that I want to see right now out of these 9. Oricorio is in trouble already. Are they just gonna sacrifice it to let Silvally come in? Maybe. Unless I really brick on the Ampharos, I should be in a good spot here. And it's possible they have speed as well though. I don't even mind this too much because it makes it so that I don't necessarily have to have a will. So this can also be really good. If I get the Ampharos and the will, I can just I could just Cyrus. No, I guess I'll just go with research. I don't really mind this. Yeah, then that should be fine. Because now this does get knocked out without the will. Then I have the will for the second Silvally. And then I have the Cyrus for the Oricorio in the end. That's, I mean, I only lose 1 card, so that shouldn't matter too much. I even get 2 wills now. But again, second Ampharos in the bottom. And no more Gladians. Maybe they were afraid of Sabrina. Not sure. They could No, I was thinking Oricorio was still had one energy, but no. So yeah, I'm just gonna attack here. Didn't really matter if I rolled heads or tails there. And I still have another EV as well. So one EV, one rare candy, one Cyrus, and something else I'm not remembering. Another Jolteon, I suppose. They're all pretty good. Let's go with the second AMPHAROS. Ready to go. With the wheel, guaranteed knockout on the Silvally. So that's kinda devastating now. There's no way they can come back from this. Right? At least not that I see. GG? Chimchar. Okay, haven't seen an Infernape in a long time. Unfortunately, not starting with EV here. But I do have a guaranteed EV now, at least. They are going second. I feel like I have to go with this. Let's see. If they deal 20 and then evolve to Infernape, that actually finishes off the AMPHAROS. I feel like I can't even properly go with AMPHAROS here. Yeah, let's try this. Going with the Eevee. I'm gonna go rare candy, but in the back. Because if they have the Infernape, I would just lose. Not necessarily because they would discard 2 energy, but I would have absolutely no follow-up. The only bad thing is that I still can't go in with Jolteon, even if they don't have the Infernape here. Right? So I think it's one of the very bulky Fire EX Pokemon there. They go with it in the back for some reason. Feels kind of weird. I think I'll just retreat. That's okay. If they come in with Infernape, that's alright. If they continue with Chimchar, that's also alright. I just don't like giving them a lot more time to set up. This is kind of why I really love X-Speed in this deck, although I couldn't really manage to make space for it. Maybe instead of one Jolteon, or instead of one Sylveon, or instead of EVX. Sometimes it's even better than Cyrus, but it's a tough card to build around. Okay, let's just finish this off then. I got a little cocky there. They might have a Flareon EX. Right? Now I'm kind of definitely sure they do have it. Still have a third EV and the second AMPHAROS. And a second research. Okay. So they would probably... Nah, they might come in with a non-EX Flareon. Actually, that's probably correct. In terms of what they do. Oh, but Cyrus should give me the victory. Right? Just deal 120 here. Not getting into Flareon EX range. Because right now it can't one-shot me. Okay, they go in with Lily there. Which is not bad. And this does put me into Flareon EX range. And I feel like the most I can do is risk a 50-50. Which is not ideal. Right, this Mareep is definitely into range of those two. But so are these. I feel like I should risk going in with this right now. It's a 50-50. But then, even if I fail, they can't really come in with the other two. Yeah, like Flareon EX would go down to 110, and then I would have to wheel to finish it off. Okay, going first. Let's see if we get a Jolteon to fight off this Zeraora. It's a pretty good hand all in all. I'll just play all of these. Like, I don't necessarily need to play the third EV, but I'm kind of scared of red cards. That's kind of what red card does to you. Because my hand is quite good and I don't want to lose it. Even if I have to have some EV redundancy on the board. But also, like, my luck lately has been the second AMPHAROS is at the very bottom of the deck. So there's not much point in having a second Mareep. But let's see, I need any evolution here. Guess this counts. There's a Jolteon. Should have used Pokeball first, but luckily that didn't matter. I'm just gonna evolve this right away. And I'm gonna go in with Jolteon. Because AMPHAROS can't really one-shot it. So yeah, I just go with this. If they attack me, I attack it back again. Then I could use Wheel twice against Zeraora and against Pikachu. But they might have the Lightning Cord. Actually kind of afraid of Pikachu. I think I just put the energy on AMPHAROS. But then I go in with the second Jolteon against the second Zeraora. Right, that's not super clean, but it's my best way around Pikachu, I think. Pikachu has to be the one in the active spot before AMPHAROS comes. Or I could just go with Will right now, because they don't have the Lightning Cord, right? Is there any way they can get a second energy there? I don't think so. So I'm just gonna go for it after all. Because with 2 wheels in a row, that seems actually kind of good. I'm just gonna go in with this. Take this out. And this Pikachu, I don't see a way for it to attack me. Right? There's no elemental switch potential. Pikachu comes in too late. There was no lightning cord. So that is it. GG.